Hello everyone, this is Indrajit Ganguly and welcome to your history class. Dear students, today I am starting a new chapter from the history syllabus of class 11, that is chapter number 4, Central Islamic Land. Remember students, this topic or this chapter basically deals with the rise of Islam in Arabia. Remember students, Islam is basically the newest religion in the world. So this chapter basically deals with the emergence of Islamic tradition, development of Islamic tradition and how the Islam religion spread all over the world. So my first topic from this chapter, that is topic number 1, rise of Islam in Arabia. Remember students, this topic basically deals with the Arab communities who basically lived in the desert region of the Middle East. Arabs were divided into many tribes and each tribe has its own gods and goddess. That's why I am used that word, that is polytheistic Arabs. I hope you are familiar with the word polytheistic Arabs. Remember students, polytheistics means or polytheism means who believed in many gods. That is called polytheism. An antonym of the word, that is monotheism, that means who believed in one god, that is called monotheism. That is the difference between the word polytheism and monotheism. So Arabs community in the world, basically they are polytheistics. And many Arabian tribes were nomadic. So Arabian tribes basically known as Bedouins. So the word nomadics in the Arabian word is known as Bedouin. I hope you heard the word Bedouins, Arab Bedouins. And these tribes moved from dry to green areas of the desert in search of food and fodder. So basically this is their occupation, and in this way they obtain their livelihood. From these Arabian tribes, one man became very influential. His name was Hazrat Muhammad. Remember, the topic basically starts with these because of this man's contribution, that is Hazrat Muhammad. Hazrat Muhammad belonged to the Quraysh tribes from the Arabia, and he was born in 570 AD in Makkah. Now question is, where is Makkah? Makkah is present day situated in Saudi Arabia. Clear? So basically Hazrat Muhammad was a businessman and Hazrat Muhammad belonged to the Arabian tribe. So we can say that he was also belonged to the Arab Bedouins. I have already told you that each tribe has its own gods and goddess, right? So the Quraysh tribes of Hazrat Muhammad was the leader of the Quraysh tribe. So they had their shrine at Kaaba. So they have their god, and they worship the shrine called Kaaba. Next, later on, now the importance of Makkah, why Makkah became very influential and why Makkah became very popular. Remember student, Makkah was located between Yemen and Syria. Both are Middle East country. Trader and visitors regularly visited the place and shared their beliefs and customs with one another. So that's why Makkah, the Kaaba became very important, and Makkah, the city of Makkah became very important because many visitors, traders, they usually came into the Makkah and they basically shared their beliefs and customs. Around 612 AD, the year is very important, 612 AD, Hazrat Muhammad declared himself as messenger of God. That means he declared himself as Rasul, or we can say Paigambar. Why so? Because he wanted to prove, he spread the message to the Arabian community that God instructed him, the Almighty instructed him to spread the message of the religion, to spread the message of love, to spread the message of unity, because Muhammad wanted to unite all the Arabian tribes. That's why he used the word, that is I became the messenger of God, Paigambar or Rasul. And he found a believers of community that is known as Ummah. This is Ummah. He founded a believers of community that is known as Ummah. All are important for 1 mark question, short question, very careful. Next, the followers of Hazrat Muhammad or the followers of the Muhammad basically known as Muslims or Musalman. So we can say that from 612 AD, Muhammad started a new religion that is called the Islam religion. Because Muhammad wanted to unite the diverse Arabian tribes and he wanted to build a strong community. That's why Muhammad preached the Islam religion. Okay, next. Okay, remember students, the Muslims, but the problem is that I have told you that Arabs are polytheistics in nature. Okay, they have their own beliefs, they have their own customs and traditions. So, the Muslim faced considerable opposition in Makkah from other religious groups. So, the followers of Hazrat Muhammad and Muhammad himself, he did not face any support in the position in Makkah, and they faced opposition from the other religious groups. Therefore, in the year 622 AD, it is very important, in the year 622 AD, Hazrat Muhammad and his follower decided to leave Makkah, and from Makkah they decided to reside in the another city that is known as Medina. So Hazrat Muhammad and his followers left Makkah and decided to reside in Medina. This year from 622 it is become a very important year in the Islamic tradition, because from this year there was a starting of a Hijri Era. Spelling of Hijri is Hijria, Hijri Era, or we can say that is Hijri Era, and this marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar. So remember, it is very important for 1 mark question. So Hijri Era start the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In your book there is a passage on page number 80, that is Islamic calendar. The Islamic calendar or Islamic year generally starts with the 622 AD, because Hazrat Muhammad and his follower lived Makkah and they decided to reside in Medina, and this year marked the beginning of the Hijri Era, and by this the Hijri Era or Islamic calendar starts. Okay. What is the difference between Islamic calendar and the other calendar? That is the calendar generally we follow, that is Gregorian calendar. The difference between the Islamic calendar and Gregorian calendar is that the Islamic calendar is generally 11 to 12 days shorter. Okay, and basically the Islamic calendar starts with the sunset and end with the sunrises. Okay, so it is the expansion of the Islamic calendar. So basically the month having 28, 29 days. Okay, so 11 to 12 days shorter, and the Islamic calendar starts with the Muharram festival. So after the Muharram there was a new year for all the Muslim people. Okay, so this is the importance of the Islamic calendar, and when it was started in the year 622. So you have to remember 2 years. First one, that is 612 AD, when Muhammad declared himself as the messenger of God. That means he preached the Islamic religion. And next, that is from 622 AD, Muhammad and his followers transferred to the Medina, and that was starting of a Hijri Era. Okay. Okay, now you can understand the importance of the Hijri Era, and it was marked with 622 AD, and basically all the Muslims and the followers of Hazrat Muhammad, the followers of Islam, they basically shifted to Medina. Remember students, gradually Hazrat Muhammad, or we can say Prophet Muhammad. Why Prophet? Because I have already told you, Hazrat Muhammad or Prophet Muhammad, he is the Paigambar, he is a Rasul, he is a messenger of God. That's why he used the term Prophet, Prophet, Prophet Muhammad. Okay. Gradually Prophet Muhammad became a religious preacher and political leader of Islam, and Medina became the administrative capital of the Islamic world, and Makkah became the religious center of the Islamic world. I think you know that all Muslims regularly visited the place and offer prayer to Kaaba. Obviously, Hazrat Muhammad belonged to the Quraysh tribe. I hope you know that, and their main shrine was Kaaba. So all visitors who are basically Muslims, they basically usually came and offered their worship to Kaaba. So Makkah became the religious center and Medina became the administrative capital. So these two are the very important centers of the Islamic world, and both are situated in Saudi Arabia. Now the very important thing, that is 5 important principles of Islam. Number 1, I hope you know some of this. Number 1, that is namaz. That is a Muslims, they have to give, or they have to worship, that is they have to do 5 times namaz a day. Okay. Next one, that is zakat. which means alms to the poor, that means donation to the poor. It is very important. Suppose which Muslim have ability and which Muslim have the financial ability, they can give donation to the poor people. Next one, that is Ramzan. I hope you are familiar with the word Ramzan. There is a, before Eid al-Fitr, there is 1 month fasting that is called Roza, and this is a Ramzan month, and they have all the Muslims, they have to do 1 month fasting. There is a severe fasting in these days that is called Roza, and after, in the days of Eid al-Fitr, they end, the Ramzan was ended, and basically they are new and it was became a grand festival. Next one, that is Hajj. Hajj means a visit to Makkah once in a lifetime. So it is very important, a Muslim has to go Makkah and they offered their devotion or worship to the Kaaba, and that is known as Hajj. So a Muslim, there is a duty to Muslim to go to the Hajj once in a lifetime. And the last one, that is Sijda. Sijda means Allah alone should be worshipped. I told you that why Hazrat Muhammad introduced Islam, because there are diverse Arab communities are there and they have polytheist culture, right? So Hazrat Muhammad wanted to change this polytheist culture, and he believed that Allah, that is the one God, should be worshipped, and that is Allah. So Muhammad and Islam religion is basically devoted to only one God, that is Allah. I hope that this is the difference between Islam and Hindu. Hinduism basically followed polytheism theory. There is a many gods are there. Ram, Bhagavan Ram, Vishnu, Mahadev, Hanuman, lots of gods are there. But in Islam there is only one God, that is Allah. So this is the 5 principles of Islam. This is it for today. In my next class I will start what will happen after the death of Hazrat Muhammad. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.